Looks like it's, hey there. Welcome, Facebook friends and family. This is Melissa Ostrander. I am one of the producers from Churched, and this is Dimitri Moreno. He plays, go ahead and introduce yourself, Dimitri.
I play Tyrell on Churched.
Woohoo! Tell me about the character Tyrell.
So Tyrell, he's a character, definitely. He's totally a free spirit. He loves music, as you guys have probably seen from the first 3 episodes. He does something interesting with his music. He's into vegetable instruments. Mm-hmm. So you may or may not have seen me playing a carrot flute.
Right.
But yeah, he's super into music, and he wants to make that his career. He wants to be involved with music, but vegetable instruments.
Okay, so how much of Tyrell is you, and how much of Tyrell is just the character that you created?
I would like to say there's a good middle ground. Like Tyrell, I totally feel free-spirited. I love just having fun. Like, he jokes around with Raj a lot. Seems to be like his other half, you know? Right. So I like to say that I'm very similar to him in that aspect. However, we do differ a little bit when it comes to the musician part.
Right. So you are playing Tyrell. He is the musical worship leader.
Yeah.
And you found these produce instruments. Is that right?
That's right.
Playing the carrot, what?
The carrot flute. Oh my gosh.
So for the people who are just joining us right now, in the comments, please feel free to ask any questions or, talk to us at all. We've got somebody who's saying hello. Hello, Melanie. And we've got Joe who's asking, who's your favorite character besides yourself, Dimitri?
Ooh, oh my gosh, that's a really hard one. Honestly, I'm probably going to have to say Ruth, because she's insane. Oh my gosh. Like, she's totally out there, and she's one of the biggest characters. Like, keeps me cracking up.
Right, the whole time. So how did you start acting, Dimitri? How did you kind of find this?
Mm-hmm. Wow. So that's so I actually started acting in school, just school plays here and there. And I figured out, doing that this is something that I really wanted to do, to keep pursuing it. Mm-hmm. I found church actually while I was auditioning for something else. Actually, I was auditioning for a play, and then I ran into someone who I just see because we have the same agent. And so, like, we were exchanging our hellos and highs, and then he was telling me about how he was auditioning for this. Mm-hmm. And he just gave me all the info. I was like, that sounds really cool. I'm totally gonna check it out. And then literally I got an audition, and here I am.
So you already had an agent. Does it take a lot of work?
Yeah. My agent, I actually got through an open call. It was actually really funny. I babysit for this actor family, and they had set me up with an audition for another agent. And on my way to that one, I actually got a notification for an open call. So I auditioned for that agent, and then I had an audition the next week for this other agent. And I went to that open call. I was there for probably 4 or 5 hours. Oh, but yeah, it was insane. There were so many people, but I literally got a call probably about 3 or 4 days later, and it was my agent, Michelle, and she was like, "Hey, I want to welcome you to the family. You got it." And it was probably the happiest day of my life.
Oh, Ruth is here, and she said, "Thank you for your kind words." Thank you.
Yes.
We appreciate you watching. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, no, I was done.
Church is asking, do you eat the veggies when you play them?
Ooh, I wish I could eat that carrot. Oh my gosh, like playing the carrot flute the whole time because it's so close to my mouth. Like I always just want to like take a bite out of it.
So you were talking about how you sort of went and got an agent and everything. So do you have something that you're working on right now?
Yeah, I do actually. I'm actually writing my own short film with this production company. And I'm super excited to try and actually pick that up and start filming hopefully in June. But, you know, with everything going on right now, it's still kind of up in the air. But I'm super excited. Yeah, I'm working on a short film right now. You know, just doing my auditions as an actor.
And Ruth is asking, what is your favorite role so far?
Ooh, wow. That's definitely a hard one right there. Honestly, it probably would be here in church because it's just so fun. Like working on church was probably the best. Like everyone was great. Like even going into like the reading when we all sat down and like we talked about our characters, like everyone was very open and helpful. They really helped me find who Tyrell was. And I think that's a very important part of like acting and being a part of something like this. So that definitely puts church at the top and one of my favorites.
Of course. Not just because you're talking to me now.
No, not at all.
And then we were asked, where is it that we film church? And the filming is actually done here in Chicago. It's at an office building over on Lake on the west side. So it's not the West Loop, it's further west than that. And everything was done right there in that office building. The train is right outside. So we were kind of lucky in the space that we found.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Do you prefer comedy over drama, Dimitri? What is your preference?
So I actually prefer drama. This is one of my first takes at comedy, probably like my second thing that I've ever really done with comedy. It's still relatively new to me. I'm still, you know, working on those chops, but I've always loved drama. I love being an actor. So
Lord. Not being an actor myself.
I know, right? But yeah,
familiar with it. Just dramatic all by myself.
Dramatic.
Right. How did you find all of those jobs, Dimitri, you're being asked?
All of those jobs?
Oh, no, all of those kids. How did we find all the kids that were in the series? So one of the things that Dimitri and I were talking about, in case nobody noticed, here's a little thing for you. The first kid, go ahead and talk about that first kid.
Oh my gosh, that first kid was our PA production assistant, Priscilla. She plays so many characters actually throughout the entire series. Like she's hilarious. She's amazing. She's so great to work with. And like the fact that she just jumped into everything, like when we needed her, like she's like, we need an extra kid. We put her in pigtails and she did it. She's like, yes. It was great.
So we kind of went on Facebook to find the kids. We contacted people that we know. We contacted people on Facebook that we know, people that we run into. And we just asked them if they would be interested in participating, if their kids would be interested. And that's, you know, basically where we got them. So every once in a while, when you see those notes out on Facebook, when people are saying, hey, anybody want to, that's one of these ways that we found them. We've got some other questions. We've got somebody, Ben. Hi, Ben, saying what's up, buddy, to ya.
Hey.
And we've got Jalicia saying, I miss you, Met Man.
Miss you guys too.
How long have you been acting? What was your first role?
For sure. So I've been acting since I was in high school. since like freshman year, and that was actually my first role. It was cadet number 3 in a production of Cyrano de Bergerac.
Ooh. Ooh. Wow. Actually, know who that is. How do you feel being out in front of the camera?
I'm sorry?
How do you feel finally being out in front of the camera?
It feels awesome. It feels really, really great. It just feels like a second home, honestly, anytime I'm out in front of the camera on set. Love it all, just the feeling.
Where do you find the different jobs that you've been a part of?
So it's actually a good mix. So some of it comes from me self-submitting on Actors Access. There's some things that you can self-submit for, and some of the other jobs are sent to me through my agent. So there's a good mix. Some of them I find myself, and some of them my agent sends to me. It's but yeah.
Yeah, Actors Access. That's one of the places that we went looking for people as well. Very nice. Appreciate the service. So we were also talking about vittles, the food that people were eating.
Yes. Oh my gosh. The food, right?
Right. So what was your favorite?
So what was my favorite?
What was your favorite?
Ooh, that's a good one.
All the
maybe
that was your favorite, because that's what I did. So that was the best.
Yes, honestly, I couldn't stop eating. I could not stop eating. There's so many snacks, and like, oh my gosh, I found my favorite tea working on church. It was like a mango black. Yes, it was like mango black tea, and you guys had it. It was so good. It is easily my favorite now. So
okay, so that tea is a tea that was introduced to me by my sister-in-law's mother. And that was one of my Christmas presents years ago. She gave me that tea, not that tea, but mango black tea, and a book and some pajamas. And it was such a great Christmas present. I loved it.
Oh, yes, yes.
It was really good. That's
so
cool.
Good.
So we feel like feeding people is sort of important when you're doing a film. It's one of the things that we feel like you can't really skimp on when we're doing a shoot. Because we feel like the actors are working so hard, they're doing so much work that we want to make sure that they've got hot meals and that they're filling it, that there's enough food. And so Dimitri and I were talking about that, and about the one day that I had them pick up the food. It was the most horrible day of the shoot. I don't know what I was thinking.
It worked out. It worked out in the end.
In the end, it did. Kind of felt bad. So there's one more question that somebody's asking. Will there be a season 2? And if so, will the episodes be longer?
Yes and yes.
So yes and yes. We are doing some fundraising. We're really hoping that people are going to like and share the different episodes, that they're going to be willing to sponsor us with the fundraiser, and that they'll want to have their name in the movies, and we'll be able to do longer episodes instead of these really quick 5-minute episodes. So, and we're hoping to shoot in the fall when the quarantine is relaxed. So thank you so much, everybody. Dimitri, you've been amazing. Thank you so much for joining me and talking about church and everything you've got going on. Come back.
Thanks for having me.
Come back next week. Same time, same place. We're going to be releasing the next episode. We'll also be putting them out on YouTube. So if there's somebody that doesn't happen to have a Facebook account, they can always watch it out there on YouTube. Subscribe, like, share, do it all for us. Help us to get it out there, because we want to laugh more. Wendy will be letting you know where you can support, but definitely here on Facebook. And then in the comments, we're going to be putting a link so that you'll be able to see where we're doing donations, or if you go to the church website page, we've got a button that you can go to there as well. Thank you so much. Bye. Bye, Dimitri.
Bye. Thanks for having me.